Hello folks, well, I've got this TCB881 LCD display not illuminating correctly. So do these have lamps in them? Is it the display that's haywire because it's gone funny? It's a mystery, as Toya said. I'm glad he sent the mic. Oh, they're not detachable leads then on these. Right, well, we'll get it powered up. It's a backlight, isn't it? Well, first of all, we'll go through everything. Right, there's the mic. I remember now, they're a bit longer, these mic leads, than most sets. Right, well, we'll do our usual thing and start with PA, because we don't just fix it, it's going to get serviced as well. So PA, it's probably on mic gain. Oh, that's noisy. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. So we'll put across there. Make sure we're plugged into the test gear, switch picture in picture on. We're in a 3-watt scale. We're on channel 20. It's doing 3.1 watts. Channel 40. .9 watts, channel 1, 3.1 watts, and you do, these are pre-2014, so I don't know if they'd go into the other band. I doubt he uses any other band, does he? He's a lorry driver. So back to channel 20. Current consumption 1.24 amps, and of course they don't have low power. Deviation for what it's worth on this test set. Let's tune that in. Wallow. It says 1.8. Won't be doing that. Let's look at frequency. Put the frequency counter on. 2779110. So it should be 125. That's fine. So when we key up, what does the meter say? It says full scale deflection. And let's put those signals, that frequency, into the signal generator. 279. One, 2, 5. We'll put 110 in because that's what the set's on at the moment. Just to be fair, don't have to be stupidly accurate, and that's near enough. Turn the volume up. Find the volume. And we'll go into the test equipment. Don't know whether we need an earth. Nope. Take your RF gains down. I was going to say otherwise that's abysmal. 20 dB is 1 microvolt. Zero 0.47. Zero 0.41. So, squelch. Put the squelch to full. Let's show the attenuator. So, we're looking for 100 microvolts. That is ideal, but it's not a hard and fast rule. Comes in at 30. I think that's a bit weak. And maximum, so put it to standby, set the threshold on the radio, signal generator back on, parked at 0.3, straight in. It's got auto squelch on it. It may be not auto, it may in fact be preset. So I'll put ASQ, although I don't think it is. It's 1 microvolt. And the meter for 100 microvolts should read S9. Of course you can't see that, and I can hardly see that. Put 10 pairs of glasses on. You know what? Coming in at 40 microvolts to, let's go up a stage, to about 3 millivolts. That is fine. Let's just check that. Right, we'll open it up and see what it's playing at. So without looking at the circuit diagram, are these surface mount and it's got a resistor that's gone open circuit or come unsoldered with the heat? Because I can't think there's only one LED. Is it bulbs, actual light bulbs like they are in the Midland 78 amber version, which are festoon ones you can't replace because I don't know where to get them from. But I can understand as a lorry driver, he's going to need the display. Gone are the days when you could leave it on 19 because of all the blooming music players. Before we touch deviation, of course I will put it through on the other test set for accuracy. You've got screws at the back on these, yeah. Take that out. We don't see many high-end sets from the 2010s. So is it conventional, is it all surface mount? I can't remember. Well, it's surface mount on that side. Yeah, you've got to lift the tab over that heatsink on both sides. It's pluggable speaker. Yeah, so it's a bit 50-50, isn't it? Some of it's surface mount, some of it isn't. Crystal filter. DSC PCB. So that is a genuine auto squelch, isn't it? We've got a fiberglass board on here, so it's one of the earlier sets with fiberglass, so it's pretty rugged. We're going to have to take the front off, so I expect we've got to take the knobs off, or do we? I thought we were going to have a situation. I'll take the aerial out as well, less to be dragging. We have covered this set before because we do have a new one in stock. There's also an H version with a higher power PA. Russia's allowed 8 watts, and radios that support that, it's usually thrashing the PA for 6 watts. So the high power version will do 8 watts when it's used in Russia. We've got to get those knobs off. This is where my church organist fingers come in. I think we've got to take the mic socket off as well. Well, you don't want to watch me spend all day doing this, so I'll take the video to stand by. Right, folks, I've gone to a lot of trouble to take the front panel off. And a display out. You've got 2 LEDs there which work perfectly, and I've also checked that the radio is on full brightness, because you can have it dim and you can have it off. The menu is selected by switching on the radio whilst pressing the center button on the mic, and then you can select from the channel selector and these buttons as to what's happening. So all the LEDs are lit. These 2 are the ones that illuminate the display. So I've dismantled the display, and you'll see how that goes into those grooves, those LEDs, and there's a kind of light panel perhaps it's that way on, which is jolly dim, and I think the plastic's lost its, I just don't think it's as crystal clear as it once was. That's all the special backing tape, so all you can say is it's a duff display, isn't it? I've just cleaned everything, so let's try and put that together. I don't know whether that's tight enough for the display to come on, so we're going to find out. Just about. Yeah, it is low brightness. I've cleaned it and it has got some illumination. Isn't that disappointing? Right, I mean, I've got all the circuit diagrams out here and I've looked in great detail, thinking perhaps there were a couple of LEDs under the display. You've got all your LEDs here, those two at the side are controlled there. I think that's so that when you switch it to PA they switch off. Is that possible? No idea. And I looked at the instruction book as well. So I'll just see whether displays are available, but you know, it's, what's the year? Are these 2014? Let's put those on one side. We've had these before where the displays have been dim, but not this dim. Come on, date. Version 2.3. No, I can't see. Basically the 880 and the 881 share the basic main chassis. Now nothing's got a date on it, but I think they're about 2014. Imagine, it makes it 11 years old, doesn't it? But it's not good. Not when you've got sets that are 40 years old and are perfect. But then, there you are. Right, I will put it back together, and it's a faff because once you've got this off, you've got to put all these back in, these illuminating things. So, right, so, well, the customer's going to be disappointed. Whatever makes it luminescent doesn't anymore, or very low. Right, one of these was a bit it's that way on, isn't it? Yeah, it's mic gain. So while we've got it in bits, take the power off. Might be able to clean that. Yes, there's a bit of a hole. Right, we'll get this back together. That'll be a laugh, won't it? Because it'd be easy if we didn't have that extra wire dangling. I will just tell you, for those who want to spend 3 hours dismantling one of these for no reason, that that's as far as you get it before putting the front PCB back. I've got a sneaking suspicion that they soldered these on later. Right, to be honest, I think they were on tighter than they were before. So without a proper pin driver, as I said, never managed to get one of those, I'm able to just kind of spin them round with a very fine screwdriver. And then we've got these quite long nose but very fine pliers, and you can actually get those in perfectly on the pins. On those bigger ones, and there's a little bit of a struggle more because of these being a narrower thing. There's enough give without damaging the plastic to just get those in. But here comes the silly bit. You've got to put these stupid reflectory things back in, which we managed to get out. And hopefully we can. I'm putting that in backwards, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just putting it in backwards. Yeah, well, I'll get back to you when I've done that. Right, let's do a retune on this. Yes, that display is lit up, but it's just lost its luminescence of whatever's reflector is. We've got the daft little rings to put back with the daft little bits of paper to go back. We'll probably have to wrap some different type of tape round. Right, we'll go through transmit. So we're clearly going to do it on UK channels because that's what he uses it on. Otherwise it would be set up to be doing 80 channel operation, which it isn't. So what we got, We'll do the frequency while we're at it. Very close to being spot on. That gives it some good leeway to drop. I think we'll put the meter away because it wasn't an electronic fault that I was expecting it to be. Back to the main meter. Yeah, that's as high as it's going to go, folks. Cooled it down. That's probably about 4 watts. Let's go back to quick up and quick down, isn't it? 40 is 4 watts. One is 4 watts. 20 is 4 watts. I've got a new power consumption 1.18. So we've gained 0.9 of a watt and our current consumption's gone down. So the automatic power control there, I think, was at full whack when there's a point at which it makes no difference, but you're still drawing more current. So you've got to balance it so that you have that in the right position. It's not just full whack. So we've tuned everything and then we've gone back to that point. Anyway, we've got 4 watts now. Right, I'll have a look on the deviation meter behind me on the test set, and we'll see what the deviation is. And I think I'll go for T. I will just add, I'm nowhere near putting this front back together yet. There's probably another hour's work doing that. I won't take one apart again because it's the way it is, isn't it? So they lose the sparkle after so many years. So which is deviation? It's that one. Let's see what it is on this meter. Wallow. It's about the same. Right, receive, just see if we can do something. So, has it got a detector or is it done some other way? No, I think it has. One's going to be AM, and although he's not going to be using it on AM, I'm going to have to still do that, though I won't be charging him for that. Let's go over to the other meter. I'm in the oscilloscope. Yeah, I think it's that one by the looks of it, but there's very little adjustment there. Let's just see whether we can do something with the SINAD. I mean, it's fine as it is, but we're here to see if we can maximise everything. Gained a bit there. These little ones are effectively non-adjustable. Right, we're going to have to switch it to AM. Is it both of those? Yes, it is. So UE would be 80 channel operation. So is it EU or is it EC we want? Let's go for EU. Yeah, that's the one. That does AM. Put it on channel 20 so I can remember the frequency. And this is from the days when, if you're in that, it's low power on AM. Of course, it causes so much interference. I have to knock my speaker off. So what's it doing? Like 1 watt. So we reset the signal generator for 27205. We'll have to put it to a country code which isn't that. I think it's Spain you put it to. Right, so 27205. Now we'll plug the speaker back in. We'll go back to FM, because that's what we're on at the moment. Just see what the transmit power is on FM. Yeah, it's 4.3. I don't think he's going to be using it down here. Right, AM. Bit more signal. 100 microvolts. Detector on the oscilloscope. So you can see that's the AM one, which means the other one's the FM one. Back to FM. So we've definitely done that. I'll do the AM modulation while we're here. Unplug the speaker or we're going to get feedback. I'll show you the big meter. Yeah, it's a bit lower than some sets, 60%. UK, like that's 40 channels how you had it. UE would be 80 channel, so you've got the CPT band in FM only. And if you want to use it at full power, it's going to be F, I think. No, it's going to be E, isn't it, for Spania? So we'll lock that in and just see whether we get that. Yes, you've got AM now at 4 watts. We'll just check that on the big meter. Yeah. Just to prove it. We've got even less modulation now. Or have we got more? Let's see. Voila. Voila. That's weird. Oh, it's now over the top. So when it's on low power, it reduces the modulation. Voila. It's 95% now. Yeah, well, that's another little thing done. Right, now we'll put it back to UK. There we go. Channel 20. Let's see. And we plug the speaker back in. I have to put those back on frequency because we've been doing CPT. I'm only doing this for the demonstration. He's not asked for us to do CPT, and there is an extra fee for that because it's faff setting all this backwards and forwards. Let's see whether we've got a better SINAD reading now. So for 12 dB, we've got 0.43. For 10 dB, we've got 0.36. And for 20 dB, it's still 1 microvolt. So we've danced around the edges a bit. It's got another 10 feet range. I'll have to do the squelch when I put the set back together, if we ever do get it back together. Okay, so I've got most of the controls back on. I've got my brother printer here because you've got these knob insert things, and they've got these white paper on them, which has seen better days anyway, and has lost its adhesiveness. So I'm hoping that our 9mm Dymo, it's not Dymo, other brands available, this is only about 7mm. See what happens. How come it's got a 12mm tape in it? Unbelievable, just when you don't want a 12mm tape. It's an expensive way to do this. I have to get a craft knife and get the same width. So what we're doing to replicate these and using the brother label, we can actually peel the back off. I will admit this is a cheap imitation, as it doesn't have the crack back, making it much more difficult to peel. So these don't go all the way round. I don't know whether that's intentional. So then you've got to insert these with the spigoty bit to the top, but in such a way that it fits around the skirt, and then you put the knob back on. That's the wrong one. One thing I haven't altered is the preset for the automatic squelch. The customer's not mentioned anything about it, and although it's a little weaker than I would like, I don't want to alter it because I don't want to upset his normal settings with him being a lorry driver. So that's 2 knobs back on, so now we'll work on the 3rd one and so on. Right, I haven't finished this. I've dropped the nut on the floor for this knob, so I need to get on my hands and knees and really look carefully with the torch. So we'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to do the on the air test. We'll temporarily just put the knob on, but without its reflective plastic thing in, because these are so difficult to get back out. You can't get them out from the front, so that's why we will just kind of temporarily put the knob on the end like that. But it's actually loose. So we'll get this put together. Oh, we can do the S meter and the power meter. We've not done that. Right. There we go. So used to things these days which aren't adjustable at all, and of course we're back 10 years plus, aren't we, with this? So it was full scale deflection before, and I don't want it to be full scale deflection as part of the setup. That is so dull. At least it lights a bit. Channel 20 UK. So when I key up, what we got? 4 watts. And just want to set that meter as a TXS meter. So I wanted to read them all, but only just that. And then on receive, we've not got the speaker in, of course, so I'll just plug the extension speaker once again. So with 100 microvolts on the signal generator, I'll show you that on the inset picture. 100. I want that to read S9, and it's currently not, so oh, it is 9. Just see where it is. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to be on the edge of plus 30. That's it. So we take the signal up, it goes to plus 30. That's good. Right. Just do the squelch as well. It's a bit harsh before, so just set the signal generator to 0. Put the squelch to full. Oh yeah, it wasn't harsh enough, that was it. That's 30 microvolts. We'll just get that adjusted. That's it, 100 microvolts. And we'll leave the auto squelch as it was. Wallow. 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 So we'll put the lid back on if we can. So well over time, and this is why I'm not looking for that nut on the floor. Need to get Mr. Chippy off. I'll put the back screws in later. So it's coming for a bit of a, he said the display was a bit, let's see what he says again. Please find enclosed LCD display is not illuminating correctly. So there you are. I mean, that's what it's come in for, and it's what can't be done. So it is an improvement because I've cleaned all the, we'll say optics, but it's all plastic bits. But it's nowhere near the brightness of the rest of it. So clearly the plastics have lost its transparency to some degree, and I think there's a reflective tape on the back it's probably got some kind of chemical on it which fails after warranty period. So it's very disappointing. There we go. Right, we'll plug the aerial into it instead of the test equipment. So you'll find there's a 25% increase in transmit power. You'll find a slightly better sensitivity on receive. But you won't be able to see it. Do you see me plug that speaker back in? I don't think I did. Well, we haven't got time to undo it again. So we'll run the on the air test on the extension speaker. One and a Roger. I must have pressed the buttons on the bike. One and a Roger. Checking we're in DX, and we are. Right, we're done on the air test. I will do the CPT, but it means reprogramming it. So there we go. So there we are, just about finished TTI TCB881, and I said these are from about 2014. Thanks for watching.